Hello, my name is Edgar Lok Tin Yong, and this is my website. I hope you are well. Today we continue to talk about the Bazi, and this is the 18th video. Today we're going to talk about the rules of the branch combinations, and we have spoken about the stems combination. They have the rules. The branch have their own branch rules as well. So before we go on, I would like to tell you some good news. My channel has over 1,000 subscribers now. Thank you very much for your support. And if you like the channel, you can give me a like to the video, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also, because over 1,000 subscribers, I can do monetize my video, so you can support it as well. Because if I get any paid out from the channel, I will donate 50%, half of them, to a charity organization. So you can just watch some advertisement from the YouTube. Don't skip it. So today we're going to talk about the branch combinations, and it's also important as well. So it is also a bit more complicated than the stems one, because the stem only have the stem that 5 combination. But in the branch combination, if you go back to look at or watch video 4 and video 5, you can see there's I talk about the branch combination there. So I'm not gonna repeat that. So let's look at the principle or the rules. So firstly, let's say look at I call it, or most some consultant or some master out there call it a secret friend, or sometimes I call six pairs bonding or combination, which is the rat and the ox, the tiger and the pig, the rabbit and the dog, the rooster and the dragon, the monkey and the snake, and the horse and the goat. So let's say the combination of the rooster or yo, and the dragon here. Dragon is Chen, or dragon, doesn't matter how I write it, you understand. And then let's say this it is Jia here, and then it's born in the rooster here. So we don't look at those, just like this. So for the dragon and the rooster, they're secret friends, so they are combined. Okay. So when they are combining, they have to sit next to each other. If let's say there's a rooster here, if let's say there's another rooster here, which is yo, and because there's one branch in between, so they cannot combine. They cannot combine. They may have a tendency of combine, but they cannot create a real combine or combination. So the rule for that 6 pair or secret friend is they have to be next to each other. So the Jia, when the dragon and the rooster combine, they become metal, right? Okay, so metal is the power or officer to the wood, to the Jia wood here. That's the Jia, and that's the Xing. So in this case, because metal control wood, so metal control wood, that is the officer. That's the officer. So when this combine, so they become officer. So this combination, both the rooster and the dragon transform into rooster. The transformation rule is because this is the catalyst or the trigger they can transform. However, we need to look at the month pillar as well. So this is the month pillar. The month pillar is whether the month pillar allow it to transform or not. So the final say is down to the month pillar, because the month pillar is the season. So if in this case, because it also transform into metal officer, so in this case it will transform into officer. So that's one officer, two officer, three officer here. So if this is a female chart, so many officers here, that means he is very attractive, she is very attractive because there's lots of men around her. So that's how we look at it. And whether they're successful or not, then we'll look at that will be depends on the luck pillar and also her upbringing. Sometimes some born in the family are a bit more conservative when they're young. The parents teach them the proper way, but depends on, because if let's say same person born in the same year, month, day, and hour, they don't have the same parents. So it's sometimes the family upbringing also very important. Okay, so they have to be next to each other, and then we need a catalyst or the same element to transform it. And if there's one catalyst or transformation trigger, then we have to look at the month, whether the month allow them to transform or not. If the month is the opposite, then it cannot transform. So that's the 6 pair bond or secret friend bonding. It's like this. Then we have another type of bonding. For example, let's say it's a Ding, let's say Ding Wei, and born in the Wu hour, and you're born in the Bing monkey year, and then in this, so that is another secret friend 6 pair bond. Okay, so that's the horse or the Wu, that's the goat or the weight, that's the Ding, okay, that's the Bing. So the Ding and the Bing, they're both fire. So this is the sibling element. Remember we talked about the sibling element. Sibling element. So when this combine, it become fire. So this is Ding. So whether it's become a sibling element or self element, then we look at the yin and yang of the stem. This Ding fire is yin fire, this is the yang fire. So all transformation, if there's a yang stem there, that will follow the yang. So this will become the sibling element in this chart. So sibling element is fire. So self element and sibling element in the future, they will be slightly different, but at this stage you just remember they're the same. They're the fire. So we'll make this chart become quite a strong chart, right? So that is the 6 pair bond. And then if you remember, we have the the triple harmony, or the wood frame. Like for example, the pig, the rabbit, and the goat. So that's the goat, that's the rabbit, that's the pig, or that's the high, that's the mouth, and that's the weight. Okay, so this is a triple harmony combination. It's the same for the the fire the fire is tiger, horse, and dog, or the water is the monkey, rat, and dragon. And then the metal one, metal fame, is the snake, rooster, and ox. So go back to video 4 and 5 to have a look. So in this case, there are two that we call a first half combined and the second half combined. Second half. So the first half is Hai Mao and Mao Wei. So in this case, it's Hai Mao Wei. So it's totally combined. And the transformation rule is the same. It's the same as the, we need, there must be a wood up on the stems. Wood is like, we must have a jia or a yi on the stem. So if there's without Wei here, so Hai Mao, pig and rabbit, they will be transformed into wood element, and depends on what the day master is. Let's say that the day master is let's say Gui water. Okay, so let's say that this is the day and there's a month there. That's the month. For this case, if there's a 3 or 2, they don't need to next to each other. They can be in any way of the chart. So let's say Hai, pig, and the rabbit. So they combine the wood. So water produces wood. So this is become eating god or hurting officer. So same thing. You have to look at the day master. So if it's not Gui, let's say if it's not Gui, if it's Yi, let's say it's the Yi Mao, so Yi is wood, so when they transform into wood, so become a self-element. So it depends on the day master. And then if there's no pig here, right? There's no pig here, then Hai Mao also transform into wood element here. If it's wood, then become a self-element. If let's say, again, this has become the Ding Mao in fire, so it becomes the resources. So it depends on the day master, and then will transform into different elements. Okay, so that is the first half, and the second half is the same for the other frame triple harmony combination, the same. The rules is the same. If it's the yang on the stem, then you follow the yang 10 gods. If it's the yin, then you follow the yin 10 gods. And quickly, let me also tell you about the directional one. Remember, the directional one is the pig, a rat, and ox. That's a directional one. That's the water thing. And then we have the yin. Mao means like yin is tiger, rabbit, and dragon. Okay, and then of course the other one is like snake, horse, and goat. Snake, horse, and goat. And then we have the monkey, and the rooster, and the dog. Okay, that is called a directional bonding, or directional or seasonal bonding. So we have to compete 3 in the chart, but they don't need to next to each other. They can be in the year, the month, and the hour, or can be in the hour, the day, and the month. So, but it must appear 3 of them. Then that will become a directional bonding. So in terms of strength, in terms of strength, the directional is the most powerful one. If you can see one of the directional bonding and they are transformed, let's say pig, rat and ox is a water and transform into water, then this chart has a lot of water in there. And then that's the most powerful one. Second is the triple harmony combination, which is the pie and then rabbit and then weight. So that's the wood frame or wood triple harmony combination. So that's the second strength, second layer, second level of power. And then the first half, the second half, they're also wood. Then come to the fourth is the secret friend or the 6-pair bonding. So they have layer of or level of energy different. So when in the future, when you look at a chart, see who is winning, who will win. Like if you see a chart in the triangular, and then you see who has more support, then you can look at who will winning. And then of course if you look at the wealth, then the directional or seasonal combination is the biggest. You can get the most wealth if let's say in a wealth cycle or wealth luck, then you have a combination of the directional bonding, then you will make a lot of money during that period of time. On the other hand, if water is not your favorable element, then you have this combination that means maybe you lose a lot of money. So I will stop here. I hope you can grab some out of this video. If not, you can go back and have a look and have a watch the video. And in later we will analyze more charts to give you the idea. So, but we have to look at this first, and then you have more something in your mind, and then when we come to look at the chart, it will pop up from your mind again. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye bye.